Hello, we're back. All right, so after you've got this drawn on there, and it's pretty good and dark, and I've figured out what I want to do with it, and it's fairly simple, and I think, oh, it's got pretty good balance, got an interesting negative shape here. Now we're going to get ready to paint this. And so I've cut it out of my book, just took it out of here. Now remember that it's the same size as 1/4 of this larger sheet that you've got. Okay, it's exactly that size. All right, so now I'm going to take it out of there, and we're going to decide which direction I want to put this on my paper. Now, if I think about this a little bit, if I do it like this, and I rotate this all the way around, I'm going to end up with kind of an interesting circle. That would be one way to do this. Now, if I decide, don't really want a circle, and I flip it this way, and I have this one going this way and that one going that way, I'm going to end up with kind of this interesting shape in the center. That might be kind of a fun direction to go, because I don't think I really want a circle, but that might be fun. Or I could say, well, what if I decided to do this way and then flop it and do mirror image? And all I have to do is kind of look through my paper and trace it, okay, to do that. So there's a lot of different things you can do with this one drawing. You can flop it, because if I just, actually you can also do this if you take your carbon paper and put it ink side up and then trace it. If you're kind of careful, you can get, it will put it right onto the back. So I'm going to do that really quick and so I can see what it looks like. Notice this is my carbon paper, and I've put it face up so that it's going to print on the back of my paper so that I can flop it and have a reversed image. So I'll just do that kind of quick. You have to be a little bit careful because the ink gets on your hands and it's kind of gross. Okay, so now if I just flip that over, I've got the exact same thing on the other side. Okay, but now I can look at it and say, well, do I want to do that with it? I think my best thing is the one I had the first time, like this. I'm going to do that a bunch of times. So we need to tape this on because we don't want it moving around on us. And we have our little lines because we have fold lines on here. Okay, and you can't really see the fold lines on yours, probably on the screen, but I can see them on mine. I like making sure that the center, because this might be just a slightly different size, I like making sure the center always lines up with the middle, and you can see where the folds are. Okay, I'm just going to put a little piece of tape. Now, don't tape this thing up like it's going to war. You just need a piece of tape. Make sure that it doesn't flop around too much on you. All right, then you're going to take your carbon paper, and you guys are good at this. Just going to lay it in there, and then we're going to play trace this thing. And you're going to trace this thing 4 times. Make sure that the ink part is going down, so it's going to make a print on the paper and just not on the back of your drawing. Being precise about this is very important, because the more precise you are, the better the artwork is that you get to paint. Okay, so now I've traced that, and I've got this beautiful little line drawing. Now I can just lift up my tape. Just be a little bit careful so you don't rip everything. Line it back up, and once again I'm going to center it right here in the center. Center it on my little folds. There's a little fold here and there's a little fold here. I want to just put that little point right there. Make sure my tape's down. Okay, and then we're going to do all 4 of these, and I'll be back in a little bit.